Have you ever felt like you just don't have the strength to keep going? Maybe after an exhausting day, when the bills don't seem to add up or an important goal feels out of reach? Perhaps you're facing challenges that seem impossible to overcome. But there is a powerful promise in the Bible that reminds us, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Today, let's explore what it means to live with this divine strength and how it can transform your life. Before we apply this promise, it's important to understand the context. Paul wrote this letter while he was in prison. Even in adverse conditions, he declared his trust in God. This verse is not about doing anything magically, but about finding strength to endure and overcome any situation with God by our side. In daily life, we often feel overwhelmed by challenges. Whether it's balancing work and family demands or dealing with an unexpected health issue, challenges can feel bigger than our strength. So how can we apply this promise and live with the strength God offers? First, acknowledge your limitations. Knowing that you don't have to carry the weight of the world alone is liberating. God invites us to cast our anxieties on him, as mentioned in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Second, seek constant connection with God through prayer and reading his word. These are tools that renew our spiritual strength. Third, trust God's processes. We may not always see immediate solutions, but we can be certain that he is working for our good in all things. Finally, maintain an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude transforms how we view problems and helps us remember that God is faithful. A woman faced a great challenge, supporting her family after unexpectedly losing her job. Even in despair, she found strength in her faith, praying and trusting in God's provision. Throughout history, many people have experienced divine strength in times of difficulty. These testimonies inspire us to trust God even more. A single mother facing financial difficulties found strength in God to support her children, rebuild her life, and inspire others with her story. A patient diagnosed with a severe illness who, even with an unfavorable prognosis, found peace and strength in their faith to face treatment with renewed hope. A young woman who lost everything in a natural disaster but, trusting in God's promise, rebuilt her life and helped others in similar situations. These stories remind us that, with God, we can find strength to overcome the impossible and be hope for others. Whatever you are facing, remember, God is greater than your challenges. He is your strength, your rock, and your hope. Reflect on how you can surrender your struggles to him and trust fully. Living with the certainty that we can do all things through him who strengthens us is an invitation to trust and surrender. Paul teaches us that true strength comes from God, regardless of circumstances. What challenge do you need to surrender to God today? Reflect on how trusting in him can transform your journey. Did you enjoy this message? Share it with someone who needs strength today. Subscribe to the channel for more content that inspires and transforms.